I'm not going to miss this for the world.
What turn then? Only one, mate. Don't worry about it, it's fine. Thank you, Ian. Really nice there. Okay. Long time ago, 17 years, I worked as a chef at Marques's, as Ian said. There was a place called Marques's Restaurant. The people that owned that also owned the Royal Albion Hotel a couple of doors down. I used to cook breakfast on days, a couple of regular breakfast chef's days off. I loved that because it generally meant I got the evening off. Whilst doing it, it also meant I used to get to work with other waitresses as well, which is always a good thing. However, there was one in particular that I used to really like working with. I didn't think for 1 minute I'd be lucky enough to be standing here telling you about her as my wife.
Oh.
I think you would all agree with me on how beautiful and amazing Lisa is today. And that I am so proud to be standing here with her now. Not only that, but she has given me two of the most wonderful children you could ever imagine. Oliver and Bethany. Lisa, you've completed me.
Brilliant.
I'd like to thank Ian and Vicky for the way you've brought Lisa up. She is a really special person. Bright and intelligent, she is so special to me, and I am so happy to share my life with her. Not only that, but I'm sure Ollie and Bethany would agree that she is the best mummy in the whole wide world. My task now is to express our thanks on behalf of myself and my wife. The biggest thanks due to you all for sharing today with us. And special thanks to those friends and family who have come from so far away. We are delighted that you are here. I have some special thanks to mention. They are for the ones who have helped us make this day special and possible. Thank you, Auntie Sue, for the cake. It's amazing. Thank you to Christine for the cupcakes. We'll all be enjoying those later. We'd like to say a big thank you to all our parents for all your help and support, organising today and helping us by looking after the little ones. Thank you to the bridesmaids, you both look lovely today. A special thanks to Naomi for being the chief. Coming back from Australia. Would you please join me in a toast to the bridesmaids? Please raise your glasses. To the bridesmaids.
To the bridesmaids.
Finally, Ross. Thank you for being not only the best man, and that is only for today, but being my best mate throughout my whole life. You've been a great friend over the years. Cheers, mate. You have been a great friend over the years. Cheers, mate. You said that bit. Thank you. I can't get more embarrassed than what I've been today, so don't worry about it. Thanks for looking after me on my stag do. It was a really great day and an evening out, and I don't think I'll be seeing Ross on the boat fishing anytime soon. Okay. Right, talking to you, it is over to you now. Okay? So I'm just going to leave the room. So let him say what he needs to say. Just beware,
This would be funny.
He's got this habit of making up stories that aren't necessarily true. Don't believe all you hear.
Brilliant. Well done, Ed.
Right, I'm not sure who's more nervous, me or Adam at this stage. When Adam told me he was getting married and he wanted me to be his best man, by the traditional way of a text message, I admit I was more than a little surprised. Adam has always expressed that marriage was not for him. It shows the power and patience of a woman. It's only taken Lisa nearly 17 years, a couple of breakups, a year away in Australia and 2 children, that you got there in the end. Adam has asked that I keep the speech as tame as possible so I don't offend the articulate, dignified, elegant people attending his wedding. Adam also stated I could say whatever I want to his side of the family. They were his words, not mine. Yeah. Adam and Lisa met while both working at the Albion Hotel in Broadstairs many years ago. Lisa was a waitress and Adam was a trainee chef, setting fire to things and cutting chunks out of his fingers. He ended up doing really well in his chosen career and was on first-name terms with the local environmental health officer. Adam has made a great choice in marrying Lisa. She's beautiful and looks stunning today. She's intelligent, kind and caring, but not everyone's perfect. So I do question her sanity. It's like she's now responsible for 3 children, and might not throw up, but knows himself quite as much. She's still need to keep him away from matches and sharp objects. Until meeting Lisa, Adam has always had problems with the ladies. He had a bit of a habit of picking up the strange ones. One passed out on him. All he could do was laugh, point and say, look. Others had fascinations with yogurt, but the worst was part of a religious sect, the passion for salsa dancing. Gladly, this is all behind him now. Myself and Adam have known each other since December 1973. Over the years, we both went to the same primary school. I can only compare Adam to Forrest Gump. I know it's hard looking at him now, but Adam used to run like a whippet, spending his break times pretending to be buses and cars. It was a nightmare if you fell out with him, you just couldn't catch him. Being friends with Adam for this length of time, you can imagine the amount of embarrassing stories I can share with you. Unfortunately, due to the fact I was present in the majority of these, it's best not to share these stories. And most best never brought up again. Anyone wishing to buy me a pint later, I'll gladly spill the beans. One I can mention, which will show Adam's true character, was when we hit the town in Birmingham a few years ago. After quite a few drinks, returning home quite drunk, I was concerned where our friendship was going. Adam came into the bedroom, naked, apart from blue plasters on his eyebrows, an Australian-style hat, complete with corks, and wearing one sock. I'm not going to mention where the sock was, but it wasn't on either of his feet. I seem to have looked out for Adam most of our life, due to his decision-making and the way he attracted trouble in his younger years, often getting me in a dilemma. As a result of his actions, I've been punched by drunks, had x-rays for suspected jaw fractures, jumped off my bike on quite a few occasions, and put out the odd fire here and there. The list goes on. It's such a relief that this duty of care has now been passed to Lisa to keep it control. Adam has a strange sense of humour, does not always consider the consequences of his actions. One occasion that comes to mind was when we were at a night out at one of Margaret's finest clubs. I entered the toilet, leaving Adam in charge of my beer. On returning, I picked up my drink from the table we were standing and was confronted by a huge bloke and his friends. An argument broke out over whose drink it was. Standing my ground, I turned to Adam to back me up. He was standing there laughing, holding his drink along with mine. That's a true friend. Adam's stag weekend was not as successful as I'd always planned it to be. It's hard to find an activity that everyone can participate, a date when everyone's available, and especially hard to find passing strangers to make up for Adam not having any friends. For those of you that don't know Adam, he's a keen fisherman, so we've decided to charter a boat from Dover. Adam has tried getting me on a fishing trip for many years, but due to my fear of water, hating boats and not really liking fish, this has never happened. What made the trip worse was I just had my back and pelvis cracked back into place by a physiotherapist the previous afternoon. But in light of the problems, fears and pain, I can hand on say the experience was absolutely horrendous. Luckily, you're only out there for 8 very long, tedious hours. From the look on Adam's face on the trip, at least he enjoyed himself, mainly at my expense. It could only have been worse. It was only worse when Adam organised my stag do. Someone died at mine.
Yeah.
Adam was best man when I got married nearly 8 years ago, and after a lifetime of friendship, I could not have had anyone else at my side. They were all busy that day. The only advice I can give is successful and happy marriage, such as mine, after a long period of suffering, it's simple. Just give in to your now wife's demands. It saves time, that's proven today, they get their own way in the end. It also means you might get to see the second half of the football uninterrupted. Lastly, I honestly see Adam, Lisa and her family as an extension of my own, with them every happiness in married life.
Stop it.
Please raise your glasses to Adam and Lisa.
Yeah, Adam and Lisa.